Number 1. New York, often called New York City or NYC, is the most populous city in the United States. With a 2020 population of 8,804,190 distributed over 300, New York City is also the most densely populated major city in the United States, and is more than twice as populous as second-place Los Angeles. New York City lies at the southern tip of New York State, and constitutes the geographical and demographic center of both the Northeast megalopolis and the New York metropolitan area, the largest metropolitan area in the United States both by population and by urban landmass. Montreal is the second most populous city in Canada and most populous city in the Canadian province of Quebec. Founded in 1642 as Ville-Marie, or City of Mary, it is named after Mount Royal, the triple-peaked hill around which the early city of Ville-Marie is built. The city is centered on the island of Montreal, which obtained its name from the same origin as the city, and a few much smaller peripheral islands, the largest of which is Isle-Bizard. Norway, officially the Kingdom of Norway, is a Nordic country in northern Europe, the mainland territory of which comprises the western and northernmost portion of the Scandinavian peninsula. The remote Arctic island of Jan Mayen and the archipelago of Svalbard also form part of Norway. Bouvet Island, located in the sub-Antarctic, is a dependency of Norway. It also lays claims to the Antarctic territories of Peter I Island and Queen Maud Land. The capital and largest city in Norway is Oslo. Scotland is a country that is part of the United Kingdom, covering the northern third of the island of Great Britain. Mainland Scotland has a 96-mile border with England to the southeast and is otherwise surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean to the north and west, the North Sea to the northeast and east, and the Irish Sea to the south. It also contains more than 790 islands, principally in the archipelagos of the Hebrides and the Northern Isles. Most of the population, including the capital Edinburgh, is concentrated in the Central Belt, the plain between the Scottish Highlands and the southern uplands, in the Scottish lowlands. Turkey. Istanbul. Istanbul is the largest city in Turkey, serving as the country's economic, cultural and historic hub. The city straddles the Bosporus Strait, lying in both Europe and Asia, and has a population of over 15 million residents, comprising 19% of the population of Turkey. Istanbul is the most populous European city, and the world's 15th largest city. The Blue Mosque is an iconic historical landmark in Istanbul and one you shouldn't miss. Once inside, you'll discover where the mosque got its name, from the thousands of blue handcrafted 𝐋𝐿 tiles that adorn the interior walls. The tiles depict traditional Ottoman patterns, flowers, fruit, and more. You can also see the mausoleum of Sultan Ahmed I, 6 elegant minarets, and the impressive 43-meter central dome. As a fully functional religious building, it's important to respect the rules and not make too much noise. Men and women need to cover their knees, shoulders and upper arms. Women must also cover their hair. Unless you want to pray, plan your visit outside of the 5 daily prayer times. Paris is the capital and most populous city of France, with an estimated population of 2,165. 423 residents in 2019 in an area of more than 105 square kilometers, making it the 30th most densely populated city in the world in 2020. Since the 17th century, Paris has been one of the world's major centers of finance, diplomacy, commerce, fashion, gastronomy, and science. As well as its very early system of street lighting, in the 19th century it became known as the City of Light. Like London, prior to the Second World War, it was also sometimes called the capital of the world. Paris is a major railway, highway, and air transport hub served by 2 international airports, Charles de Gaulle Airport and Orly Airport. Opened in 1900, the city's subway system, the Paris Metro, serves 5.23 million passengers daily. It is the second busiest metro system in Europe after the Moscow Metro. Gare du Nord is the 24th busiest railway station in the world and the busiest located outside Japan, with 262 million passengers in 2015. Paris is especially known for its museums and architectural landmarks. The Louvre received 2.8 million visitors in 2021, despite the long museum closings caused by the COVID-19 virus.